Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. Now, I ran across an interesting report where a Binance exec says Binance's centralized exchange may not exist in 10 years. Now, that's not Binance the company, it's just the exchange, and that's because he says the industry is leaning towards DeFi, which, by the way, let me remind you, is a very, very bad thing for regulators because they will find it very hard to actually regulate DeFi and DEXs, especially if they're truly decentralized. He thinks that they might actually become obsolete because of the move towards DeFi. So, the question is Pancakeswap the future? And would it be a good buy right now? Now, for full disclosure, I don't actually own any Pancakeswap, and I don't have any plans of buying any right now. But DeFi is kind of creeping up slowly. Right now, obviously, it's taking a backseat as all of crypto after the FTX fallout and the regulations that are actually coming. But DeFi is very hard to regulate for one single government, and all the world's governments are going to be very different in how they regulate crypto. So I don't think there's going to be like one formulaic, monolithic regulatory stance towards all of crypto, as different countries will regulate it differently, which means the US SEC doesn't have full power over what it actually wants to do. And I do actually believe that people will find ways to access these things in the United States, even if the US actually bans it. I'm not really sure if I will, but other crypto aficionados will. And I'm not really sure like how the US government's really going to pursue people basically that do this or give a justification of why they really can't. I suppose they can get them on like tax merits or something like that. But otherwise, I don't really see anything that they would really actually do. So that's why these regulators do actually have to be careful. That also just goes to show you how like confident Binance is actually in crypto and the decentralization aspect. Now, Binance's decentralized exchange, Pancakeswap, may actually not be decentralized. BSC, we know, isn't really decentralized, at least not right now. So Binance might actually work to actually make it more decentralized, so it cannot be subject to regulations. I'm not really sure how Binance would actually turn a profit from it if it was truly decentralized, but I'm sure they'll actually figure out a way. So it's actually really, really interesting how they say that centralized exchange may not be around in 10 years and how DeFi is going to basically take over crypto, the decentralized aspect and the finance. Now, I don't actually think DeFi is going to take over the entire financial market in 10 years. I think crypto will kind of be a separate market. It will be much, much larger in a decade than it is now. I'm sure, crypto in a decade might be, tens of trillions in market cap. Maybe not quite as big as the stock market yet, but getting closer and closer to what the stock market is. So essentially, if you're thinking about picking up some DeFi protocols, it might be a good idea to actually pick up a couple right now, especially those that aren't in the crosshairs of regulators at this point. Pancakeswap might be a big one to pick up just because it's associated with Binance, or other ones that are associated with like Cardano or other big layer 1 decentralized exchanges. Because if those layer 1s actually survive in the following years, you're going to have quite an investment on your hands because most of those DeFis, even Uniswap, are very small now compared to what they would actually be at that time, because I think there'll be central financial hubs by that point. And I don't think there's any way the regulators could truly stop it from actually happening because they are kind of borderless, especially if they're decentralized. So, I would definitely if you're looking for the long term, that might be something that I would be looking for in my portfolio. Once again, I don't own any of this stuff. And obviously, they're not paying me to say any of this stuff because they're decentralized and they don't really have much of a marketing team besides word of mouth. I might look at it in a while. I'm going to see how the regulations actually play out in the United States, but I might actually look at it in a while and see what's actually going on. I do believe that this does have a lot of validity, what the exec is actually saying, and this is something that we should keep a track of. So let me know what you think about this. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button, and I will see you guys later.